Hello and welcome to the Freedom Show. This is the daily show featuring 10-minute practical, usable advice from amazing heart-centered lifestyle entrepreneurs. Because it's not just about the money, it's about the freedom. And I am Ryan Lee, your host, your teacher, your coach, your friend, your mentor, and the founder of Freedym.com, the leading online education platform for freedom-minded people just like you. And to get your very special free gift, just text the word freedom, that's F-R-E-E-D-Y-M, to the number 33444. Again, freedom, F-R-E-E-D-Y-M, to 33444. And I am pumped. Today on the hot seat, we got 10 minutes to go, and we've got my man Tom Collins, not the drink, but the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Collins. To learn more about Tom, go to 8figurebusiness.com. I've known Tom for years. He was a strategist for one of our nutritional supplement companies, and he's been behind the scenes of massive companies doing 8 figures. I believe some even doing 9 figures. So we're going to talk today about that next level. Tom, are you ready?
I'm ready, Ryan. I'm fired up to be here, man.
Oh, love having you here. Now, there's a lot of people listening to this. They're kind of fine. They're like, hey, I just want to make some extra money on the side. Some maybe want to get to a 6-figure, and there are some that are really motivated in 7-figure. What is the big thing? And there's probably a few, but what's the one thing we want to start with for those looking to get to 7 and even 8 figures? That next level type stuff.
So Ryan, in all my years back at the big company and behind the scenes, I was the guy who people would come to and say, hey, if I can connect with your company or if you can do your magic for me, you'll make me rich, right? And I was always looking for kind of the next boy band, awesome guru, that kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. And I jumped right in with that with the main criteria that I looked for. There were a core 3 or 4, but one that had to be there was just ambition and drive. It just had to be there. And so I don't care, to answer your question directly, I don't care if somebody's going to do something on the side or if they're going to conquer the world. What I'm looking for in that person and judging their likelihood of success is this attitude of a relentless pursuit of that goal, regardless of how much time they're going to put into it. They're going to go get it, and they're just dogged and determined to do it. And I think that's the number one bottom line foundational factor to success for anybody at any level.
Yeah, and I agree 100% with that. The people that I've coached, you could almost tell, and you probably have that radar as well, within the first 10 seconds of talking to them, if they kind of have that. So now let's assume everyone listening to this, they want it. They're hungry, and Sweet. They really, really want it. I mean, is it the kind of thing where you have to offer big ticket, multi-$1,000 coaching things? Do you need that to take it to, 7 and even 8 figures?
You know what? It comes down more to, so a lot of the information type companies, that's one of the easiest ways to get there. Mm-hmm. What it really comes down to is the choice of the business model, right? I think a lot of people, They don't know what business model they're in, and so they either just kind of randomly bounce off and pick up tactics and tools and shiny object type stuff versus picking a business model and plugging into it and just doing the best they can with that. And we saw that all the time. People would come to us with stuff, or people come to me all the time and they go, well, I'm doing this, but I don't want to do that. And you're like, you're not experienced enough to make that decision. Plug into a model, so for example, if you're going to sell supplements, go learn the various supplement models, pick the one you're best suited for, and go for it. Don't try to rethink all of that. Go plug in and learn and get seasoned, get experience, and then you can make the subtle changes and nuances of what it takes to actually get there. But too many people kind of take bits and pieces of all these different things that are out there instead of just going, let's pick one, let's plug in, and I will tell you this, the 8-figure clients of mine, what they did when they decided, you guys included, when they decided to enter into a new market is they said, okay, who's in the market? What are the top leaders of that market doing? And so they would buy in, go through their funnel, get all of the messaging, see everything they could about that in their research, and get that on as many practical companies as they could. And then they would start building to match that model as close as they could so they could enter in with their great product or whatever, right? So I'm just going to keep going. So the
Yeah,
next
keep going. Keep
the
going.
next thing that people don't get is they always think, oh, I've got this great product. Plug me into your marketing. Well, you know what? The thing I want to do that's easier for me is I can go out and find a pool of leads or potential customers and buyers, and then I go search for the appropriate product to fit the interests and needs of those customers. So if you have a product, the thing you want to do is go, okay, where does my product, who's going to be hot for it? Let's go find those marketing pools. Set your product aside and go look at all of the marketing that's there and where and how your product's going to fit, right? Unless you're this complete game changer, new product person, which 99% of people are not, right? Those are the only exceptions. The other 99% of you, go find the marketing model, go find the pools of people and how they're buying, how they're being sold, what's their buying behavior, their interests, and then go plug your product into that. We just had people come to, I still have people come to me, I have the greatest product, or I'm the greatest speaker, and I have this thing, and you're like, nobody else cares.
Right.
That's really cool, and there's going to be a spot for you, but you have to focus on your marketing and your messaging and how to plug into the existing system. Do you remember, it reminds me of Finding Nemo. You ever see Finding Nemo?
Oh, absolutely.
You have young kids still?
Yep.
But so with Nemo, they're trying to get to Australia, right? And he's this little fish. And so they get on in this current, the Eastern Australian current, right? Mm-hmm. And it's the same kind of thing. You can just be swimming in this large ocean all by yourself and not really get anywhere, or get in the current where all of the fish are and go get it, and you'll be amazed at how fast things go, because that's where the traffic is, that's where the buyers are.
Yeah.
Go where the one line, go where the buyers are.
Now, with that being said, let's say someone listening to this, okay, they're listening. They're like, I'm following Tom Collins. I'm with you 100%. Where do I find the buyers?
So if you have a product, go do the market research on your competitors and find out where they're selling, right?
Okay, so let's say I have a product that helps kids with ADD. Whether maybe it's information products, and then I want to do nutritional supplements. So I want to sell to that market. Yeah.
Google, baby. It's Google, it's Facebook, it's where are the messages being said. So online, you start with Google, you find out who the top bloggers are, who the top institutions are in that space, and what products are there. And then you make decisions of, are you going to be in the consumer market, or are you going to go to associations, right, that actually help those kinds of kids, and you come in with your product and get instant access to a lot of people? Are there piggyback opportunities like that? And how are you wired? Are you a messaging type of person, or are you a just put an ad out, direct response type of a company? And all of those things come in the mix. But the first thing is start your research, get into the conversations with the highest, most influential people in that industry who make decisions about, getting you access to those kids. Can you get in with schools? Are there associations? Are there other organizations that spend time with kids that either they send out that type of education and people follow them? I'm looking for the messaging, but I'm also looking for where are the pools of people following the information that is directly connected to my product. Where are those people? Are they on Reddit? Are they on Facebook? Are they on their own platform, right? Sometimes you can find places where, there's a big, huge following, and you can do this. You can get interviewed, right? And, our buddy Andrew Locke does this a lot. Gets interviewed or writes a guest article on somebody else's blog, and they love him because he's an expert. Right. Well, he gets all kinds of traffic and following from that. Mm-hmm. Right?
So the big, if I had to do a big takeaway, it's find the market, find out where they are, what they're buying, and just kind of step in front.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right? Essentially.
Right. Because it's Gary Halbert always said that the best customer is the hungriest customer possible, right? If you want to sell a bottle of water for $20, go to the desert.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Or go inside Disneyland.
Yeah.
Where you've got a captive, hungry audience.
Right. I agree. And I just want to get one last question because time is almost up. It goes so fast.
Yeah. Wow.
I know. There's so many different models. What's the one business model you see right now working well that has you the most excited?
You know what? For mainstream people kind of in the opportunity type space, that are looking to go spread their message. They have a message or they have a product or something like that. And I'm just going to refer somebody. I've been following like Gary Vaynerchuk and Justin Brooke and some of those guys. Brendan Burchard. Some of these direct response, awesome guys are doing a really great job of posting content and doing, 2 steps later, you're in direct response world where you're responding to an ad. But man, they're putting out killer content that really just sucks people in and moves them to a next step. You guys obviously are great with that in your supplement space, and a bunch of the ringleaders in that space were awesome at that and pioneers in that space years ago. Now that to me still is really, really strong. Content is king. It gets you above the foray of if you get your Facebook ad shut down or if you're questionable with advertising with Google or whatever. Man, knowing how to put awesome marketing advertorial content together, I think is still probably the number one thing.
I love it. Tom Collins, we are going to be signing off now.
Rock and roll, man.
Let me mention your site one more time, 8figurebusiness.com. And I hope everyone listening enjoyed that. That is, hundreds of millions of dollars of advice right there, packed into 10 powerful minutes. So, as always, don't worry, my friend. I am coming back tomorrow. I am here every day, 7 days a week. A new show, a new episode, a new guest is just 24 hours away. If you enjoyed this, please go to iTunes, subscribe, leave feedback, leave comments. Go to freedym.com, Freedym. Text Freedom, Freedym, to 33444 for a special gift. There are lots of great things happening. But thank you for your time. I know you have choices, and I appreciate you being here. Have an amazing day. See you tomorrow. Take care, and bye-bye.